goodness. I do not remember this. I'm so cute. Sally. She was unique. For whatever reason, Sally just was determined to be Sally and to be herself and to make something of herself in her own way. And you gotta admire that. I look at Becky and I see that self-assurance. You just see that self-assurance there.
Those eyes. Joe had this little mischievous to his beautiful eyes, but he had this little mischievous to his eyes. Joe was always, the thing about Joe is he was always watching you. He was watching everything in the room, but he was also watching you. He had that intense mischievousness in his eye.
Cassandra was probably the funniest person I ever knew. We could not sit anywhere near together in a classroom because we disrupted everything. Everything was funny. Everything. Cassandra went to church with me one time. It was a disaster. I went to church with her one time. It was a disaster. Cassandra was also a very deep person and could be very melancholy. And as the years wore on, she had trouble with melancholy. She also was that wonderful dichotomy of a person that was the light and the dark both. And she'd move through the dark and come out on top. She was absolutely the funniest person I ever knew, really until the end of her life.
I remember Tommy as one of the most engaging people I ever met. He had a gift for entertainment that was very hard to define because a lot of what he did and what he said was definitionally silly. And yet in his mouth, it was funny. He could tell the most preposterous jokes and get away with it because of the style. He was to a certain extent full of hot air and knew it and would exploit this gift that he had for it in many different situations. But he was also deeply intelligent. I still miss him. I miss him a lot.